Right, here we go. Here is the recipe for the zero net carb cheesecake. Oh my goodness. So I've already got my little springform pan. This is for 2 people. Cut this in half, that'd be enough for 2 people. Not sure what size it is, but it is enough for 2. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is you're going to take your pea crumbles, the zero carb, net carb pea crumbles, and you're going to blitz them up in a, whatever you've got. This is a coffee grinder. And this is a 1/4 cup because, like I said, I'm only doing 1 for 2. And we like our crust a little thinner. If you like it thicker, a whole cup of these is a serving. It's still zero carb. So go however thick you want your crust. I don't want mine real thick. Any kind of brown sweetener that is considered keto approved, cinnamon, and some butter. We're going to mix that all up in here and make the crust. I'll be right back. Right, there we go. And by the way, I used a little bit of my keto honey. Just a little bit because I wanted something sticky to kind of hold it together better. But yeah, and the reason I didn't give it an amount for your brown sugar, your cinnamon, your butter, that kind of stuff, you kind of got to play with it a little bit, get it the sweetness you like, however much cinnamon you like, and then, just enough butter to pull it together. So you'll figure it out as you go. Be right back. Okay, and here is going to be the cheesecake part of our cheesecake. We're using the pea base. If you don't know how to make the pea base, there's videos on here, so go check out the video. It's really easy to understand, really easy to follow. You got to make this first. You got to kind of make it, really nice and strained out really well. So yeah, you got to have the pea base. So once you have your pea base, you're going to mix it with some kind of a powdery keto sugar. And I just take the allulose and spit it in my coffee grinder, and it makes it powdery. I have a little bit of, usually we put sour cream with cheesecake. Since I don't have sour cream, I've got some coconut, some thickened coconut off the top of the coconut can. I'm going to use some of that, some vanilla, some Ripple half and half, because remember, it is zero carb, zero net carb. This is zero net carb. This isn't going to be enough carb to even read as a carb. A little bit of lemon juice, and that's it. So hold on while I go get this all mixed up, and I'll bring it right back to show you. Wow, this is delicious. Okay, so your ingredients are half of your pea base from your last batch, whatever amount that is, you can use half of it. You're going to use about a 1/4 cup of your sour cream if you have it. If you don't have sour cream, you're going to use some coconut cream off the top of the can, the thickened part. A half of a lemon, the juice from half of a lemon. A teaspoon of vanilla. About a tablespoon of your half and half. And about 2 tablespoons of coconut oil, because the coconut oil is what's going to help it set. And as far as sweetener, I used a 1/4 cup of the allulose, and it wasn't really quite sweet enough for me, so I put just a couple taps of stevia in here, just because that'll sweeten it up. And now I'm going to get the crust. By the way, I put the crust in the freezer for a few minutes to set up, so I'm going to get that out and put my good stuff here in it, and then stick it back in the freezer for a little bit. Isn't she beautiful? This is zero net carb cheesecake. I'll probably call it a 1 carb one just because of the raspberry here, little thing there, but this is technically a zero net carb cheesecake. I made a zero net carb cheesecake for 2.